Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the launch and turnover of the World Bank Philippines Country Partnership Framework for 2025 to 2031. May we call on World Bank's Division Director, Xavier Mustafaulo, to deliver his opening message and overview of the Country Partnership Framework.
Your Excellency, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of the World Bank Group, I extend our deepest gratitude for the opportunity to launch our new country partnership framework here in Malacanang. This marks a new chapter in our enduring partnership, one that began 8 years ago when Philippines became the founding member of the World Bank. Today, after 8 decades of resilience, growth, and transformation, the Philippines stands among the strongest performers in East Asia and the Pacific. The country is poised to achieve upper middle income status very soon. We at the World Bank Group are proud to have been part of this journey. Together, we have achieved impactful progress over the years. Today, we unveil the new country partnership framework for 2025-2031. This framework aligns closely with the Philippine Development Plan, and it aims to support your administration's bold reform agenda. The CPF responds to both emerging opportunities and persistent challenges. Despite progress, child stunting and students learning poverty remain high. Many Filipinos work in informal jobs, and natural disasters push about 1 million people into poverty each year. Climate change adds to these challenges. The recent widespread flooding in the Philippines is one example in this regard. There is, however, reason for optimism. The Philippines has one of the youngest, most dynamic populations in the world. Today, Philippines is the second fastest growing economy in the region. Digital economy is expanding. Green infrastructure and climate-smart investments can be powerful engines of jobs and competitiveness. This One World Bank Group CPF will focus on 3 transformative outcome areas. First, empowering people through better health and education. We will invest in universal health care, child nutrition, and primary care, helping 19 million more people access quality health services. We will support curriculum reform, teacher training, and digital platforms, reaching 15 million students with improved education. Second, generating more and better jobs. We will support policy and regulatory reforms to boost competitiveness, modernize agriculture, and expand digital infrastructure, bringing broadband access to 19 million more people. Through IFC investment and MEGA guarantees, we aim to make the Philippines a stronger destination for investors, crowding in 2 billion in private capital. Our goal is to help generate 4 million more and better jobs. Third, building resilience to climate and shocks. We will support a modernized 4Ps program and expand adaptive social protection to cover 12.5 million beneficiaries. We will help 13 million people become more resilient to climate and disaster risks through better infrastructure, climate-smart agriculture, and improved disaster risk financing. Finally, a central pillar of our strategy is also to strengthen public sector efficiency. Our goal is to help 20 million more people access improved digital government services. Importantly, our role goes beyond financing. We will strive to be your partner of first call for high-quality, timely, and relevant analytics and policy advice, drawing on the World Bank's deep global knowledge and expertise. And ultimately, this CPF is not just a plan. It's a joint commitment to ensure lasting change for Filipinos so that all benefit from a stronger, more inclusive, and resilient economy. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as the Philippines moves forward with confidence, optimism, the World Bank Group remains fully committed to support a more prosperous, inclusive, and resilient nation. Maraming salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Xavier Mustafaulo. At this point, may we request Mr. Mustafaulo to hand over the World Bank Philippines Country Partnership.
The Philippines is rising. After 15 years of strong, job-rich growth, poverty has fallen, and opportunity is rising. It is a fast-growing economy with a vibrant private sector and a new generation ready to lead. With a young and dynamic population and a resilient economy, the country is closer than ever to achieving its long-term vision. Ambisyon Natin 2040, a middle-class society where no one is left behind. The World Bank Group's country partnership framework lays out its priorities for supporting the Philippines' development goals from 2025 to 2031 to boost prosperity, expand opportunity, and strengthen resilience. The focus is on three key outcomes. First, improved access to quality health and education. Despite economic gains, too many children are still stunted, and learning poverty remains high. The World Bank targets to support 19 million people for access to better health and nutrition services, and 15 million students to receive quality education, including through teacher training, digital tools, and early childhood development. Second, more private sector jobs. Filipinos need more and better jobs. The World Bank Group is helping to unlock investment, modernize agriculture, and build digital infrastructure, aiming to create 4 million new or improved jobs and bring broadband to 19 million more people. In addition, through support to the private sector by the IFC, we target to mobilize $2 billion in private capital to grow businesses and power innovation. Third, stronger socioeconomic resilience. Each year, disasters push 1 million Filipinos into poverty. We're helping build a stronger safety net, aiming to reach an additional 12.5 million people with social protection programs and 13 million with better resilience to climate and disaster risks. We support resilient infrastructure, climate-smart agriculture, and local governments designing solutions to reduce vulnerability. To turn plans into results, efficient and responsive public institutions are key. We'll help improve digital services for 20 million people, support tax reforms, and strengthen local government capacity to deliver better services across the country. This country partnership framework brings together the full strength of the World Bank Group, IBRD, IFC, and MIGA to deliver public and private solutions. We're working hand in hand with the Philippine government, civil society, development partners, and the private sector to unlock the country's full potential. Together, we will build a more inclusive, resilient, and prosperous Philippines. Partnership that delivers. Progress that lasts.
At this point, may we request Mr. Paulo to hand over the World Bank Philippines Country Partnership Framework for 2025 to 2031 to His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. to be witnessed by Secretary Arsenio Balisacan and Ms. Dandan Chen, World Bank Operations Manager. Thank you, Mr. President. To introduce our guests of honor, may we now request Executive Secretary Lucas P. Bersamin to introduce our guests of honor and speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you very much to our Executive Secretary, Secretary Luke Bersamin. Please be seated. Finance Secretary Ralph Recto, the other members of the Cabinet who are here with us, Department of Economy Planning and Development Secretary Arsenio Balisacan, and the other DepDev officials. World Bank Division Director for International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, Mr. Xavier Mustafa Olu, World Bank Operations Manager for International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, Ms. Dandan Chen, and the other World Bank officials, my fellow workers in government, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a good day to you all. The Philippines has accomplished much over these past 2 decades. Our economy has grown steadily. Investments continue to increase, creating quality jobs for our people. And because of that, unemployment has come down. However, we are well cognizant of the fact that much more needs to be done to ensure that the progress is truly felt by every Filipino, wherever they may be. This is why we are looking forward to the launch of the World Bank Group's Country Partnership Framework, or CPF, for the Philippines for 2025 to 2031. The CPF lays out a clear and strategic path for our next 6 years. It echoes the commitments that I shared yesterday during the State of the Nation address: better access to healthcare, stronger support for our students, more jobs and livelihood opportunities for our people. To sustain our gains, we are also prioritizing disaster preparedness throughout the construction of more evacuation centers, more modern early warning systems, and faster, more coordinated response efforts. In parallel, the CPF has 3 outcome areas that support the Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2028. Una, kalusugan at edukasyon, health and education. We are improving the delivery of public health services, especially in underserved areas, including Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Through Phase 1 of the Philippines Health Systems Resilience Project, we are promoting the smarter use of quality health services while building our capacity to prevent, prepare for, and respond to health emergencies. With more equitable health care, we are giving our people not only longer lives, but hope, security, and dignity. We are also focused on addressing students' learning gaps, preparing our youth for the 21st century workforce through better education and stronger support, matching their skills with the market's needs. We ensure that our students will grow into future leaders, innovators, and visionaries. Ikalawa, binubuksan natin ang mas maraming dekalidad na trabaho sa pribadong sektor. We continue to deepen our efforts to simplify business regulations, establish stronger infrastructure, and entice more investments. By raising every Filipino household's productivity and income, we fuel growth in our key sectors, make our economy more competitive. Ikatlo, pinapalakas natin ang kakayahan ng bansa na harapin ang mga sakuna at epekto ng pagbabago ng klima. We are preparing ourselves for the new normal and the effects of global climate change. We are modernizing our data systems, expanding social protection, delivering faster, more effective responses in times of crisis. We are also redefining resilience to mean learning from our shortcomings and preparing the way ahead of time. It is about planning green and sustainable cities, conserving our environment, and bouncing up and forward. Sa mga layuning ito, isinusulong natin ang mas responsable, tapat, at mas maaasahang pamahalaan. Through digital transformation, we are advancing government systems, e-governance, connectivity, cybersecurity. None of this, however, would have been possible without one of our most steadfast partners, the World Bank Group. For 8 decades, you have stood with us in confronting our most pressing challenges, from building critical infrastructure to boosting preparedness against climate change and natural disasters. Beyond financial assistance, you have provided deep technical expertise, championed the most effective practices, and reignited a collaborative spirit that pushes us to deliver real, lasting impact for Filipinos. For all of these and more, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sa ating mga kababayan na dumadanas ng pagbaha, pagkasira ng kabuhayan, pagkawala ng tahanan at mga mahal sa buhay, patuloy po kaming maghahatid ng tulong upang muli tayong makabangon at makapagsimula. Together, we are shaping a bagong Pilipinas that is stronger, that is more inclusive, and that is more sustainable. A future where every Filipino has countless opportunities to live with courage, with confidence, and freedom. Maraming salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat. And yes, with this, we now look forward with even greater optimism to the future. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, Mr. President, for your